It's Motivational Monday. Hey, happy Monday. I'm so excited to be back recording content. I miss it. I felt like there was a void in my life, but I needed that break. Y'all, okay, I feel like I have to catch up. This month, first and foremost, happy Black History Month, okay? However, I'm going to focus on the love portion of February and was led to spend this entire week. Gonna start off a little different. We're gonna spend this entire week honing in on rejection. And then after this, the following Mondays will revert back to motivational Mondays, set topics, practical steps, and keep on flowing. But we're going to build off of this foundation. And the reason why I want to address the area of rejection is, one, that's where internal glow up was birthed from. And also, we all have experienced rejection in some form or fashion in life. Some may have even experienced it from the beginning. And when I say that, I mean from our mother's womb. Because I'm not even going to go into all that, okay? Because I'm not a scientist. I was going to break down when you're in the egg and what your mom is experiencing is still experiencing you. And then also when she's conceived, you are experiencing her emotions, her feelings, her pain, her anxieties, depression, or her happiness, her joy, her peace, her love, and her fulfillment, right? Nevertheless, not going down that rabbit hole because it's not my forte. However, still want to address rejection because in the new year, there should spring forth greatness, abundance, and joy, and goals, as well as resolutions, and people just getting after it, right? We start off so hungry for new, and this is what I'm going to do in 2024. But the reality is, majority of people do not continue to go on and press forward in what it is that they said they were going to do. Actually, they tend to revert or regress back into their previous behaviors by around this time, February, okay? So they give it a solid month, baby, and then they're back to doing what they were doing in the beginning. And that can be a seed of rejection in which you do not finish what you start. And rejection can show up in relationships. It can show up from being turned down while you were at school. Maybe you weren't selected for whatever that game was. Maybe when you asked that person out to prom, she said no. Or hey, maybe there was a bold female out there, you asked that male out to prom and he said no. You were the butt of the jokes because you had braces, you had freckles, whatever the case may be. You weren't a part of the inner circle. You may have gone through a divorce or several divorces. You may have had job interviews and you have not been able to successfully secure a job. These are all examples of interactions in which we can experience rejection. Let me ensure that I keep on track to what it is that we're going to discuss in this week. So rejection, I want to really hone in on shifting the perspective and finding constructive meaning in all experiences in life, reframing rejection narratives. And this is an ongoing process, which takes time, right? It takes time to learn who you are. It takes time to self-reflect. It takes time to do the digging and the understanding and really delving into, okay, what have I experienced? How am I showing up? And am I showing up because of these experiences? A lot of what shows on the outside is because of what's going on the inside. Also, we want to adopt a positive mindset, emphasizing personal growth. That's all what internal glow up is about, personal growth, but from the inside, and then it reflects on the outside. And we want to extract valuable lessons. Individuals can navigate rejection with resilience and optimism. So I just want to underscore this area here that we can supplant rejection through, one, acknowledging it, but two, resilience and optimism. I was going to say realization. So during this journey, okay, we will delve into growth and learning. We're not going to dwell on rejection, but concentrate on the lessons learned. For example, that job you did not receive, you can reach back, ask questions, ask for feedback. What was it they were looking for? What metrics didn't you meet? What was their grading criteria? Can they give you feedback on how you communicated, your body language, what answers that you provided? I made a little note right here that says the truth of the matter is, did you really show up prepared for the interview? Because that's another thing, okay? Okay, let me not get off track. No, I'm going to say it anyway. I'm going to say it. When I prepare for interviews, I look at the job description, I go out and I Google questions that could potentially come up, and then I formulate answers to those questions. By that way, if it comes up, no, I'm not reading my notes verbatim, but my brain already has an idea of what to say. By that way, I'm not stumbling, I'm not fumbling. I am able to speak eloquently, fluently, and produce an answer that is effective and an answer that meets the core of what they're looking for. That's just a little nugget. I have more. I don't know, maybe I'll do something about interviews at another time, but let's continue to go on about this week. Next, we'll get into rejection as redirection. You weren't approved for the lease. This is an example. You weren't approved for the lease of that said apartment, but that encouraged you to go out and apply for a first-time home buyer, also known as the FHA loan, or that encouraged you to go out and apply for a NACA. I will put it in the description or in the caption because it's an amazing program in which you can, if you don't own a property and you've never purchased a property at all and you're looking at purchasing your first home, okay, you don't bring any money down, you don't bring any money to close in, so there's no down payment, no closing costs or fees, no mortgage insurance included. I was told that this is an extended process. However, they do a very thorough background, so it may take upward of 6 to 12 months, but it's completely worth it. That's another plug. That is my real estate learning half of my brain. Anyway, the purpose of me bringing that up, let's go back to the example, is maybe looking at what that rejection, how that rejection, redirected you to another path. So the example I was giving was you applied to an apartment complex, you weren't approved for the lease, which then ignited a fire in you to go and apply for these programs out there, which one could be NACA or FHA, and now you are a homeowner. Let's go. So in that example, you see how the rejection of the lease redirected you to apply, and now you are a first-time homeowner. Also, I want to dive into separating rejection from your self-worth, and then we're going to discuss celebrating your efforts, not just your outcome, and conclude the lovely week. Okay, so on Friday, we will get into creating a narrative around resilience, because this is what's at the root of persevering and success. That is what's at the root of overcoming and allowing rejection to fuel you. After that, because that's just this week. Okay, that's all good, and that's just this week. After that, I'm going to get into self-esteem, we're going to get into self-love, we're going to get into preparing ourselves for relationships, we're going to talk about preparing ourselves for marriage, but it all starts with the foundation. 1, recognizing, 2, uprooting, and 3, acknowledging the rejection, which I guess acknowledging and being aware is the same thing, but once you recognize it, how to build off of it and not allow it to hold you back. And then we have transitioned into the relationship portion and the love portion of February, and we'll see what March has in store. Actually, hit me up, like write in the comments or send me a direct message, or I know majority of the people that interact with me on social media, shoot me a text and let me know what you'd like to hear about. There's 12 months, well, in this case, there's 10 months left, which means I need 10 topics. So help your girl out. I'm so excited, and I look forward to the videos that are to come. May they be a blessing onto you. I'll try and keep it, just Motivational Monday related, and keep my scriptures on Wednesdays, but if I need to involve some scripture, baby, it might just flow out, so accept it. What else do I want to say? Because of my schedule, you will be seeing this outfit again. We're just going to nip that in the bud right now, okay? You're getting this outfit every single day, every single Monday, and I'm excited again to be back. All right, y'all. So take care, be blessed, and I'll see you tomorrow.